Yeah, exactly right. We are going to bring up those team lineups for you as well, so we can go and check on any changes. There is going to be one notable one over the side of Harmful Life. Dudu will be making his way in. He'll be replacing Morgan up there, so we're not going to have the Arthurian combo in the top side of the map. Or I guess Red Dead Redemption 2, it depends what you care about. As Dudu stepping in, I think bringing a bit of extra veterancy is going to be important here for these guys. I don't know whether Morgan was necessarily looking any better than what Dudu was last.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that as well. Still early days, but you know, give a little bit of extra experience when you're playing against an easier team earlier on. But taking a look at, of course, DRX's starting lineup here, same that you're probably going to see for the entirety of the split, with Kingen in the top lane, and you know, he was one of the higher win rate junglers. And oh,
whoa,
okay, we're actually going to see Lisa you were looking for. You've been talking about a lot. It's Pioshek who plays it first.
Yeah, I actually wanted it to be Blank. I'm not going to lie, because Blank's you know, performance on the champion has been so good historically and things like that. But I'm okay with getting it from Pioshek as well. I mean, he's also a very talented mechanical player. Okay, we've got the split push duo coming in. This was the split push combo that was so incredibly potent in the World Championship, and you can change up all of the items, but apparently it won't stop Hanwha Life Esports.
I mean, this is insane top priority with how quickly Talia can rotate up there. Chovy is going to be able to destiny his way into picks in the top lane. So I feel like right now, if you're DRX, you really, especially with the Lee Sin
that he's playing it, it's a little bit niche, but it can work into the Twisted Fate as Deft goes back to the Misfortune. She's seen one loss so far in the LCK, but Deft, a different beast, I guess.
Yeah, very successful so far. Otherwise, though, in other regions. And we'll see the Maokai coming in. Going to be looking for some Imperial Mandate damage there in the end. And I feel like this is going to be, this final pick for DRX is going to be defining for this game. Because how are you going to have Cassiopeia teleport up and trade? Talked about the Ornn being a safe pick. Mordekaiser is also nigh unkillable under turret. You put him in the top lane. Once he has 6, you just cannot roam to kill him easily. We saw this actually played in the Kespa Cup against this this very style of roam, this very style of aggressive top lane pushing into ganking, into just getting that insane priority for Camille. And this is a really safe pick. It's not a pick of, okay, Mordekaiser's the best meta top laner left. It's a counter pick towards this aggressive rotating style. It's going to be so hard to kill. So this actually changes the dynamic that Hanwha Life drafted early on.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how Kingen's going to be able to play this one out, because it's... And now we'll see whether the gold card is going to ring true, because Vista wants it. In fact, you don't even really need to start it with a gold card. There is so much CC, and they wrap around the Cassio, so she can only hit one person with her ultimate. That was beautifully done by Hanwha.
Very, very clutch rotation here as well, right in the time where, you know, the ward timing, the ward you were talking about there, makes it so that they know for sure there's no help coming through. The vision control on the top side of DRX's side is insane, as Dudu is being aggressive, not even without 6 after that last exchange.
Yeah. And Dudu's just going to wait out the Death Realm as best he can. Kingen, I believe, missed that Obliterate, as now the Destiny's going to come in, and Kingen's going to come out of his Death Realm and into the Death Chamber, unfortunately, and then Pioshek's going to follow suit. That was not exactly what they wanted on the DRX side, and 3-0 now in favor of Hanwha.
Yeah, that was just a very aggressive move there, unfortunately for Kingen, and everybody was there to catch the ball. I mean, Chovy had Destiny available. Very late rotation for Pioshek, so he's not able to do anything, and now...
Team is Dudu. Maybe setting up for a bit of a gank here onto Kingen, who doesn't quite have his Death Realm back available. They're going to go in once. Yep, the red buff is going to tick down, and then I have a feeling they're going to go for it. But no, they're just going to take some turret plates. And
they didn't know. They didn't know where Lee Sin was exactly. You could see there was actually a few exclamation mark pings going down around where he was. So they knew there was a chance that he...
Without Master.
the two biggest things. It's like Dudu is just gonna go in here. He's Death Realmed, but who cares?
Well, now Sulker actually trying to offer some damage back, has already ulted, as now Dudu gets back in. They managed to lock down that kill, but in the meantime, Vista is going to die. So that's going to be the first kill over to DRX. And in the top lane, no play-by-play required, really. That was just the quintessential TF Camille and a dead Mordekaiser in the end.
Yeah, and this, you know, going back to what I was going to lead into before we here, on to Kingen, and there's no turret here. There's just no way out.
I've seen this movie before, Wolf. I've seen it
sad
before.
Ending.
It's not good for Mordekaiser. Sauron dies again on my multiple time watching Lord of the Rings. I guess he's just going to go to spoiler alert, but I guess that one's a million years old, so you probably should have seen it already.
Or at least read the books, you know?
Yeah, true. But yeah, Sauron not doing so well.
So, yeah, I mean, this game is just runaway for the top lane pick. Might have at least offered some good CC and some late game skilling, but they don't even have that.
Oh, Bao! Very, very falling down as in goes Dudu. He's going to take him out. The Hextech ultimatum comes in. Becca, yep, just going to be mincemeat as Kingen. He's got a Death Realm, but I don't think he wants to be in one with anyone. As Deft is going to be able to take him down. No heal, no flash required. And Life, there is no stopping this team. DRX look utterly lost. And I don't even think there is any option for them, you know? Like, oftentimes you're talking about they should have made this macro play. They should have done this at this stage. But honestly, they probably should have drafted differently. And this game is completely out of it.
The draft, again, I didn't hate it, but the way the execution doesn't work out here, you would say, is makes it look like maybe they just weren't as well enough versed on these styles of picks, and especially the Mordekaiser in the top lane, to execute this against a Camille. We've seen it before, like I mentioned. It is a strong option, and it's definitely one of the ones I was looking towards, but unfortunately, when you play it like this, it just doesn't function the way it was designed to, so perhaps a little bit more practice needed as Bao barely survives, and just a crazy jump forward from Deft in the squad, as you see Arthur is just riding the Weaver's Wall in. And it feels like everyone on Hanwha Life is like, I want a piece of the action. Like, can you share some of that gold with me? Because it feels like we're just...
Last year on EDG, I believe, is Becca going to just have himself a present, but it's not the one he wants. His will going to be well and truly broken as Dudu teleports in. The kickback, though, onto Vista is pretty good, but whether it's going to be actually enough is going to be a huge question here as Def trying to kite out Kingen. He may actually fall here, though. Flashes to the very edge, but the Obliterate is going to be good. Meanwhile, the rest of Hanwha Life tidying up the back end, but that was probably about as good as of a team fight as DRX were going to get.
Arthur wants this, though. He's going to try to get in here and get a wall right. He does go ahead and pop that Zonia's, and Dudu comes over for the kill steal. You know?
Dudu having a really fun time. Just saying, why wasn't I starting, guys? Who is this Morgan person? I should have been starting. And look, he's having a great performance. I think Morgan, not a bad player in his own right, and I think over in probably not too worried about that one either, because if Kingen's there trying to kill him, then the rest of his team's probably dying. As Dudu just going to take down Sulker as best he can here, as the Hextech ultimatum is going to be enough as Bao dives on forward, but Dudu is way too fed. As the death run comes through, Chovy going to spend some time in there. Goes golden. He'll be fine. The cow is dead as the Q is going to connect, but unfortunately, when you try to go back to a Talia, she throws rocks at you. And Pioshik's just going to die in mid-air.
Golden into a gold card, you know, Atlas. It's good time to be participate in this game. Yeah.
I think Pioshik taking that resonating strike to his death sort of represents how DRX have been in this game. It's from the very beginning not looked like they'd had very much chance.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, again, I feel like the time that we saw the aggressive Death Realm was really the moment where it felt like, okay, the composition that's being played is just not understood by the team that's playing it, even though we've seen it before. We know it's on paper a strong counter. See the stun on Hisoka, does not hit Chovy with his own, and then this choke point is perfect for Deft, who is heading all the way up here. So Pioshik and Becca sending themselves to their own graves by walking right into that bullet time, as Chovy just going to be able to turn around, no problem. And we are
14,000 gold in the lead for Hanwha Life. Here's an aggressive trade, though. The move forward as Arthur is going to go golden. The seismic shove, stunning. as Deft is going to grab himself a double kill, make that one a triple potentially, but no, has to use his stopwatch and is now in a very rough position. Will be taken down there from Bao, and maybe DRX have got a bit of life left, and the answer's no, actually, because Dudu comes forward, and that's just easy tidy up. I got excited.
You got a little excited, you know. Soka had a big ult. It was very cool. It was very picturesque. If you just took a screenshot of that one frame with the double stun there, it might have looked like, wow, what a competitive game we might be watching here. But we're not living that reality as does.
Vista tries to kill him with an exhaust. I love it. But of course, he didn't need that cooldown because he's not going to be able to make it to the Nexus in time, as Dudu is going to be the one that finishes it off. And a well-deserved 50 gold for him as well. Welcome to the LCK for 2021, Dudu. That was one hell of a performance.